I went to the club to pick up something from my friend. And I saw my man dancing in the club with another woman. Quad. Really, sis? Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on. Girl, we are in Antigua, and let me tell you, the mess has carried over from the U.S. to Antigua, baby. There's so much that has happened this episode of Married to Medicine. Let's go and get into it. Let's go ahead and start with Jackie. Jackie is at her job. She's talking to the kids. Jackie loves the kids. Shout out to Jackie. She loves the children. She's doing her stuff. She's saying that she has made a commitment to take fewer patients, but take her time with each patient so she can have more time with her husband, which is smart for you, Jackie. Contessa is getting all this help for her double D's or double B's or double A's. I don't know, double A batteries, whatever she got. Her battery operated breast hurting, girl. I don't understand what she got going on. She don't want nobody to touch it. She don't want her husband to touch it. She got a lot of stuff going on. At this point, I'm really kind of like tired of hearing my Contessa with the zero here and well, it's not a zero, an O here and an O here like Hooters. I'm tired of her talking about her breast at this point. Like, I understand what happened and all that, but Contessa, like, girl, you need to wrap them up in some cotton swabs and stuff and just call it a night. Mariah pays a visit to Simone. They being messy, talking about the fact that Quad does not need to go on the couples trip. She didn't want to go to Mariah's little couples event, so she don't need to be going to the couples trip. And the reason why Quad said she didn't want to go is because it was triggering for her. It's like, she's not celebrating Black love right now, so why would she go? But I feel like Quad is picking and choosing when she wants to participate in some stuff and when she doesn't. And at this point, I feel like Quad is going through whatever, but she's using it very heavily to have a storyline for this season, and it's so obvious to see it. While they talking, Quad, Heavenly, and Contessa are talking about everything that's going on, and Quad says that she is going on the couples trip, and that's going to be it. Contessa going as well, and Toya and Eugene are going to be the ones throwing it. Now, I love Toya and Eugene. Mariah already shaded her and said that, you know, Toya knows how to spin a coin, so you know the trip is going to be all over the place and good. But what we can expect it for it to be kind of professional, because y'all remember when Heavenly did her trip last year, she was being messy as hell and she was just unorganized, kind of like her house. Pressure washed that motherfucker. So Toya is talking, she said the blogs is talking about that Quad and took all the stuff out the house, girl, and she didn't empty the house, and Gregory out here pissed giving statements and stuff. Child, Eugene gonna say, girl, where you get that from, the shade room? That ain't no reliable source. Come on, Cardi B, bitch. But everybody wants to know what Quad got going on, and Quad is not telling anybody anything. Quad really doesn't feel like everybody needs to know what's going on with her relationship, her marriage, or whatever. But I find it funny that she says and try to give off this energy that she doesn't. But anytime there's something coming up, like she wants to say, you know what, Greg do that, Greg do that. And then when we get to the tea, like, okay, girl, what is Greg doing? Let's talk about it. She don't want to go in and talk about it. Like, why you keep bringing this shit up if you don't want to talk about it? Quad, if you want to stay away from the subject about Greg, then don't bring him up and your whack-ass marriage. So the girls get to Antigua. Everything's set up. The villa looks sickening as hell. Everybody getting all types of stuff going on. Heavily being shaded and saying that we need to have the best room because we have the best marriage. I'm just ready for, like, if there is some tea on Damon and Heavenly, I'm ready for it to come out. I don't think there is no tea. I think there is some tea, but that's a whole nother story. But like Heavenly, like throwing all this shade about everybody's marriage being fucked up except hers. Girl, you in a marriage with a whole misogynistic ass man. Like, girl, he believes that a woman ain't supposed to cheat, but a man can. Like, girl, your marriage might seem like it's cute on the TV, but girl, sometimes I question some of Damon's views and how he looks at women. Girl, it's kind of scary. But as long as you okay with it, Heavenly, I'm okay with it too, sis. Girl, while they walking looking at villas, homegirl contestant got popped in one of her titties, and Toya had seen a crab or some shit. I don't know, she thought she was at the health department or something. Girl, she got scared, honey. She saw the little crab and she jumped back, and apparently she didn't hit Contessa in her titty. And Contessa, like, she hurting, girl. She said, girl, look at it, like it's swole. Her husband saying he can't tell the difference. She said, no, look, it's different. So Contessa had been popped in her titty. Now she disabled. She can't go no more. Her husband come down and said that they're not gonna be able to participate in the dinner. So y'all gonna have to go on, but I got to, you know, monitor my wife wife's titty and make sure that, you know, everything is leaking and doing whatever. So Toya hearing about this, she just like, well, I didn't mean what happened. Like, I didn't mean that. Like, I saw it and I got scared. I didn't pop it with my elbow. I popped it with my hand, like, and that was just it. But Contessa feel like that Toya might have done that on purpose. Now, there is no footage of it. They only did the audio. I can't see Toya being that petty and popping her and her titty like that. I don't think it's nothing, like, no way in the world that Toya was orchestrating to pop the shit out of her and her titty and stuff like that. I don't think. Now, if it was a hug or something, she squeezed her a little hard or something, I can see that. But, like, seeing a crab meat getting it popping her, like, girl, even the audio sound like that she was a little bit shook by seeing a crab or whatever. But I don't think she deliberately popped Contessa and her titty. And I feel like that I don't know how they should have done that, but it made Toya feel some type of way. When they got on the bus and they told Toya started crying. She was hurt because she felt like she's telling the truth and ain't nobody listening to her. And I know, like, I hate when I'm telling the truth and folks don't believe me, or I'm trying to get the truth out of somebody and, like, they don't want to give it. Like, I understand how that feels. So she did tear up because it's just like, what can I do? What else can I do to prove that I am telling the truth? And she was hurt by that. But I think she should have had that conversation with Contessa and apologized versus all that. Like, she should have went up there and said, girl, I am so sorry. Like, and asked the husband, was it okay for her to go up there and apologize versus just some hearsay and all that. Because now it's like you have some resentment towards her and she has something. And so you got to understand that the optics do look bad because you and Contessa ain't on the best thing. So when she get popped and she already hurting, it's looking like, girl, like, bitch, I'm gonna beat your ass. We all have fucking hit our foot on the table and want to smack the table down, or something fell on us, or something hurt us. It might be an inanimate object, and we just trying to beat the hell out of it. So I think that although Contessa, I don't believe that she did on purpose, I feel like that you do have a right to feel the way that you do. So the girls and boys get to the dinner. They having fire and ice, fire and blood, giving us George R. Martin teas from Game of Thrones. Everybody passing out gifts. And Eugene said, you know, he getting outdone by some other gifts because he didn't get her some plastic diamond or something to say this is what the diamond gonna look like when we get back to the States. And he like, well, my gift was banging. I ain't blew out the water because I ain't got my gift yet. And he just did this little chuckle in the damn confession. I'm just like, he tries to make, like, his wife happy so much with just monetary shit. And it's so obvious. Like, he was looking at her like, I got you. Like, you ain't getting the shine today for having the most expensive gift, but we gonna get it when you get back to the house. Girl, it's a mess. So after that, we get straight to the mess. And Toya says she wants to play a game of truth or sip or drink or take a shot or something. You tell the truth about a situation after you get asked a question, or you take a shot and you don't want to answer it. So, you know, the questions are being asked, and the question is, you know, Eugene, would you step out your marriage? And he said no, and Toya said yes. And then Mariah drunk ass, because y'all know Mariah would get buzzed. She said, ask Aiden, ask Aiden. I thought that shit was messy. As y'all know, Aiden stepped out on the marriage or whatever and cheated on Mariah. And they already talked about that. And here comes Quad ass interjecting her marriage that, you know, people want to ask, but she doesn't want them to ask. And she said, well, Dr. Gregory did it. Ask Dr. Gregory. Dr. Gregory is not here. He's not here. He's not here. So why would we ask him that? Why you bring that shit up to other than talk about and open up a dialogue or something about your marriage? So since you said that, you know, Toya like, well, damn, I wasn't going to ask that. Why would I do that? She didn't know she was caught off guard. But she said, well, now we talking about that. Girl, what's the tea with the blogs? Like, these all friends here? Like, what's going on? The blog saying that you took everything out the house, and are y'all still together? Like, what's it? And now Quad is like, oh, I don't want to talk about that. I'm not ready for it. I'm not ready to have this conversation about her marriage. So now Mariah is just like, well, girl, we respect that, but, you know, tell us something. We want to know something. Like, we don't want to feel like we're walking around on pins and needles around you when it comes to your marriage. And while she's talking to her, you know Mariah is buzzed. Here go Heavenly saying, well, she already said what she had to say. And Mariah said, girl, would you just shut the fuck up? Let me talk to Quad. I've known Quad longer than you. Me and her have history, okay? You need to stay in your place and just shut the hell up. Heavenly started going off, talking shit. And next thing you know, Mariah then took a champagne flute and busted on the table. Like she about to shake the shit out of Heavenly. Girl, Girl, they had to calm her down. Like, Mariah was dead ass serious. Like, she was about to poke the shit out of her ass. I believe it. Like, Mariah has had enough of Heavenly. And I think, honestly, all of us have had enough of Heavenly. Because Heavenly is that person in the group. Like, girl, you just got to pop her ass with a bottle just for her to understand what the hell the shit is. So, Mariah just like, get your girl. And Damon like, calm down. Like, this ain't that too much. And da da da. And Aiden like, you need to get your family. Heavenly just said your mama and all that. Like, Heavenly was wrong. And that's why Dr. Jackie said, you know, her spiritual journey has just been torn up and it's a mess because Heavenly provoked the shit out of Mariah. When she cut her off and then she said your mama and shit, like Heavenly pops off and does shit, and then when folks pop back, she wants to say, no, you need to get her. It was just like everybody was in the wrong. Aiden talking to Damon was wrong. Damon talking to what's name was wrong. Like Heavenly talking to Aiden. It was just a lot of bullshit going on. Like, I don't know, as a husband who, like, I don't know what I would have done if that was my wife or whatever. Like, I don't know how I would have, like, made that happen. But that shit was it was a mess. And Damon getting mad. He done got up. He about to beat the shit out of fucking Aiden ass. I'm just like, it was cute to see, Damon get his big ass up. It looked cute. Like, where the good at? Like, he got his ass up. Like, he about to, like, strike out. Damon seemed like he's calm, collected, cool, and all that. And he just ain't ready for no mess. But he will pop off if need be. And it was a lot. Like, I don't know necessarily who was in wrong when it came to that, but I do think that Heavenly did provoke the shit out of Mariah. So shit going off. Mariah said she'll turn her ass into pico de gallo. She'll chop her ass up and serve her next to some tacos from Los Portales or some shit, girl. It's just, it was a mess. It just went on. Kawhi trying to calm folks down. Toya don't know what happened. Like, we were just good all a week ago, so now we popping off. This episode was funny. Like I said, Married to Medicine is one of the better shows, but they don't get the viewership. As y'all know, they're moving it to Saturday, so I don't know what that means for the future of Married to Medicine. But it's not good for a show like Married to Medicine to be coming on goddamn Saturday. I know they're going to probably do the repeats on Sunday, but why? So we got Real Housewives of Atlanta came on with their episode for season 11. I'm about to review there, and I'll talk to y'all later on tonight. Tell me who y'all thought was in the wrong when it came to Heavenly and all this stuff. Who started to mess, and who do you think should have got their ass roasted? Let me know in the comments, and I'll talk to you later on tonight.